Or get your weights. If you're gonna do some weight works, line up if you're walking wall to wall. Stand up if you're walking in place. Get your weights. Did I say weights already? How about chair? If you're doing chair exercises. Or jump on your bike. Start your treadmill.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Whoo, let's get this quick walk over with. Great Ride is, and thanks for coming on the walk, y'all. Thanks for coming on the walk. And hey, I got a few new subscribers, but I know y'all go ahead. I forgot about my glasses. I know what they're doing. They want to be notified when I come on. How cool is that? Anyway, yeah, y'all. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to exercise. They'll wind me and the dogs. 7 o'clock in the morning, they out. The little puppies. Now, 7 o'clock this evening, you hear them in the background barking. Hey, y'all. Oh, I kind of like this evening walking. My legs are having a good time. My body is liking it. Ooh, child. Feels so good. And the little half hour go by so fast. Ooh. Yes, leisure and exercise it feels like. She going live. Considering the stuff I done seen on YouTube, I think that they ain't got time for me. I'm in the foundation of the pyramid. But that's okay. I just need to get it out on the ethers. That's how we get things, from the ethers. That's all goes with your manifestation. Anyway. Oh! I just remembered, y'all. This is MLK Day. Okay, I gotta spray I haven't sprayed in a while. It's a little cold out here. Eek. Let me see. Does this take the noise away? Well, maybe YouTube or Facebook can do something with that. Put your headsets on. Put your headsets on. Yeah, y'all. Oh, yes. It wasn't until my daughter said, Mommy. Okay, now I know you say, why is a 45-year-old woman still calling Mom? Because I didn't like Ma. She started calling me Ma from 13, well into college. And I just sit there and I said, I can't do Ma no more. You call me Leslie, don't call me Ma. So, that's semi. Oh, it's MLK birthday on Monday. I was like, oh, wow. I thought about that during the Kwanzaa time, but it just got here so quickly. All I can say is, I'm so glad I'm standing next to the exit, I can't tell you. If it wasn't for this wonderful, beautiful body that ain't never did nothing but love me, ain't never did nothing but help keep me alive. Anyway, when them European Africans climbed up the Capitol building, I said, oh my goodness. And it was so easy how they broke in and did everything. I was like, oh. Now they just got finished shooting us. The kids spotted me in an extension, dragging us out the car, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Legislating government, probably as I walk right now. Those European Africans are not going to stop. Anyway, I said there were so many people out there. Why couldn't they just run straight over, like, go in, Capitol is standing, come out the other side is rubble. I said, and then for that matter, what about the Million Man March? They said there was 1 million men in African men in Washington. I was like, they was doing a lot of stuff to y'all. Room handle up, the button, all kind of stuff in the police department. Patty Rose was doing everything. I said, but they didn't run up the side of the building. It's like, okay, it was nonviolent. I remember Joseph Jett's book, Black and White on Wall Street. I remember a few other things, but this one in particular, where it was a civil rights march. And Joseph Jett's father, Joseph Jett is African American, and his father jumped up and started beating on the wall. But I mean, they real black, like, off the continent. So beating on the wall. And he said, why won't they fight? Why won't they fight? I was reading it, but that's what I saw in my head. Because it's cults, y'all. It's not for African Americans' advancement. It's for cults' advancement. It's for cult leaders' advancement. That's what it was. Now, I was in the cult at the time. So let's take a quick run through of what we got from the march and MLK and what we got now. Affirmative action. That was a joke. Y'all don't know how, if it wasn't for this body, this beautiful body, I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all. I am so sick of being used. I can't even tell you. It had nothing to do with African Americans. It had everything to do with European Africans. And the European Africans said, the cults can come through. Y'all look at those videos. The rabbi holding hands with the priests, holding hand with the reverends, holding hand with the pastors, holding hand with the nuns, holding hand with the church mothers. That's why we ain't got no affirmative action now. The only one who got any advantage of that was the European African woman. So, there you go. That's not there. Now, they said they had voting rights protection. I did some great studying about that and how it's sunset and sunrise. Again, a fucking mental mind game. Ugh. Anyway, we saw that. when the European African in the orange mask was running this penal colony. These European Africans was running around with AR rifles like they taught us and told us that the Africans used to run around on the continent. See, they ain't said nothing about us ruling Europe. Anyway, so I said, oh, nope, ain't got to worry about it. Wouldn't catch me in another voting line, building nothing. From 19 to 64. Congratulations, European Africans, you must be real happy. But don't worry about me, I'm on my way out. Again, do not necessitate. Okay. So, oh, what else they give it? Women's rights to control their body. Oh, ain't got that down. Matter of fact, they throw in Africa. A woman can have 10 kids. Live in Texas or any of those other places where the most ignorant European Africans live. She can have 10 kids at home and say, no, nothing worked. I'm pregnant. Talk to someone about it. That's how the Honorable Chairman Mao did it. Have neighbors turning on neighbors. Talk to someone about it. And then you'll be put in jail. All your 10 kids, that's when they're going to go back to the big orphanage building. Y'all ain't seeing that. Y'all don't know history. The orphanage building. Because foster care can't take it. So now they're going to take those 10 kids away. Family can't take them. Put them back in the orphanages. Because they have like they have to. And she's in jail. Carrying a baby who she'll never see. Because she'll be in jail when it's born. And they want her to have it. How y'all can't see that's European, African, dumb fucking logic? So we don't got that no more. So when I was in the cults, I was very happy. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. I was a cult member. I was trained to. As a thinking, independent woman who finna get the hell up off this planet. It was all bullshit. Bullshit from the start. Whew. These European Africans don't like us. If you got dark skin, they don't like you. They can't help it. Because they are Africans too, and they're denying that. So they don't like you. Because they don't like the African in them. So they do everything to prove they don't have no African in them. When I was a child, they used to plain out say, black people dumb. Just because their brains is something. But the unicorns are intelligent. Let me tell you something. I play these games. And they keep throwing that German Ethiopian, Einstein, up as the smartest person on earth when everyone knows there are 9-year-old children who have passed the IQ of Einstein. Do you see how they are? Will never grow. European Africans are in charge. And they don't grow. They just going to spend all their time saying, we ain't got no African in us. They're going to be fighting, chasing down black and brown people so he can say, We ain't got no African in us. We unicorns. We're unicorns. Manifest, African Americans. Use your mind. Use your mind. See yourself having what you want. See yourself getting what you want. And stop wasting your time with these European Africans. I used to say, well, I warmed myself up because it was cold down here. I used to say, I forgot now. I'm still saying it. I just realized I better put some music on. I'll get used to say that I forgot when I come back. It's good breathing in this cool air, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they used to say, no one, no human will be smarter than Einstein. Well, of course not. The level of education you didn't let blacks and browns into. Though, when you look at our African history, starting from Africa, they didn't just start taking ideas, theories and such, and claiming it as their own. They've been doing it. They said, look at the track record. They used to do it, they still doing it. The European Africans, that's what they do. The whole world is saying, oh, the whole world is saying, oh my goodness, we got cars in space, we got electricity, we got that. Not European Africans, especially the ones running this penal colony. They don't say that. They don't. They're still stuck on, we are unicorns, we're the best, we're the smartest. Remember we went to the moon? How foreign countries hate us more, I don't understand. The biggest prank of many pranks was done by these European Africans. They lie all the time. African Americans, get them out of your thought process. They don't like you. They're never going to do anything for you, but you can do a lot for yourself. Take that energy, you look at them, say, oh, they don't want me to get promoted. And say, you know, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do my own thing and hustle up my own money. How would I go about doing that? That's the ethos. That's what this walk is on. The ethos. It ain't a million on YouTube. It ain't a million on Facebook. It's millions, if not billions, on the ethos. Don't worry about them. Start small. My cousin tells me, I know my grandmother used to sell chili bears, which is just like a Kool-Aid-ish thing with a little piece of fruit in it and a Dixie cup and freeze it. My cousin told me that when her mother was leaving her abusive husband with all 8 of her kids, she sold chili beers to get money for them to all get on the bus. So stop focusing on them. It's wasted energy. Stop taking your energy and put it towards receptacle thing. Wasted energy. And then the next thing you know, you're rolling around on the bed with them European Africans cutting you up. All right, let me get to my topic. I was a disco girl. Yes, yes, yes. I was disco, honey. Whew. And I used to go to the Silver Slipper. That's where mostly African Americans went. The other ones had the Studio 54, the Limelight, and a few other disco places. So I would go out and party. We had Brown Sugar, because that was the best time. Brown Sugar. It used to be like a supper club, dinner club for the African American elite in Bed-Stuyvesant. And then it switched to a disco. Anyway, but I'll come back there. But it was a little one, so you didn't stay. You usually just popped in there to get a drink and then went to the city. So, anyway, I loved it. You could feel the beat from underneath your feet. You could feel it all through your body. Loved it, Donna Summers. Oh, oh, all of the great, oh, we would just be dancing, dancing, and just having a good time. Then in the music, it started coming in with, I don't know whether it was Amadeus or another song, but it started having like these electrical things. Like electronic music. And when we danced a party, and then they would put that on, we was like, what? What? Where? Who's that? Where is that? What is that? So, usually what we started doing was sitting down. We didn't know how to dance to that electric music. Trans-Europe Express. Trans-Europe Express. But other things started coming out like that. Then of course Milli Vanilli shot in from somewhere. And then the next thing I know, Silver Slipper was closed. And I started hearing, they killed disco. I was like, how the hell can you kill music? I knew it was these fucking unicorns, trust and believe. The German and the Italian Africans own all the communication system, all the music. Y'all all know how glad, I can't tell you how glad I am for the internet. It takes that leash off of us. They control everything. They killed it. They stopped playing disco music on the radio. They stopped selling the disco artists' music. Changed the genre. They got what they asked for. They wanted to change it. And guess what? As Africans from all the way from England, yes, classical music, Africans all the way, Europe, coming from Africa into Europe on this penal colony, they came out with rap. And the rap people own their own shit. The rap people have African American managers. Though they just, They is as they was taught, but they're managers. And as far as that Biggie Tupac thing y'all looking at, you're looking at the wrong people. Them European, those German Ethiopians was mad when they fucked around, killed disco, and was getting ready to try to put their shit in, but they forgot African. We always creative. Then the rap kids came out. No, bitch. You ain't gonna kill our music. We control our music. So, the reason why they killed it was that trans Europe is stressed. And most of them going, Amadeus. Well, it was a big German African invasion into the money of the German Ethiopians. They tribal fight all the time. I don't know why you African Americans can't look at these people and see them for who they are. The Germans that the German Ethiopians said, the German Africans that the German Ethiopians said chased them down and put them in gas ovens was breaking into the disco scene, and they was making money. So that's why they wanted to shut it down. You remember that racket skip on Nilly Vanilli? It wasn't no racket skip. It was these German Ethiopians telling the other German Africans coming straight from Germany, trying to cut into their money on this penal colony, they was telling them it ain't happened. So they shut down disco, the German Ethiopians, because they own Atlantic, they own Arts, they own, look at Unsung on TV1, Unsung. Look at that, Unsung. Look at that and you'll see. And then all of a sudden, all these German managers and stuff bringing over their talents. The African. Okay, listen. The Africans, the African Germans. They were priming them up to come over here to get into the music business with African Americans. And them German Ethiopians said, ain't gonna happen. Y'all ain't cutting into our money. So, they killed disco. Oh, Donna Summer, she just faded. OJ's. They changed that into Motown Soul. The funk with disco. And, but they got played by our young people. It's okay. But when you go back, rap was always in the background of our music. It was like, okay, you gonna shut down my grandma? You gonna act like that? And so to me, all that stuff with Puff and stuff like that, that was all by these German Ethiopians. They were losing their money from the record business. The rappers weren't going for that. They weren't as delusional. I've been voting since I was 19. Y'all know they was mind fucking me since then. I am so proud of this generation. They said, oh, it's horrible. No, they're not going for that. They're licensing their own music. They know through YouTube, TikTok, they throw it on there. They can get it popping. They don't need you. Now, Janet Jackson said it first. Michael Jackson said it too. Said it too. Don't get them people as no lawyer. How many times I said this? I remember as a child I said, well, why don't they like me? Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Why do they kill us? Why do they do this? Why do they do that? They don't like you. To like you would like the African that's in them. And they say they ain't got no African in them. So they don't like you. That's just plain and simple. It ain't nothing you did, ain't nothing you said. You don't have no sword play. You're not more violent. You're not more this. You're not more that. You're just perfectly wonderful as you are. Manifest for yourself. Manifest. Get in contact with your ancestors. As we go along, I'm going to tell you some big manifestation things that I've come through on the other side. Okay? Just the will. Just see yourself with it. When your child says to you, oh, mommy, we don't have no money, I want to get a toy. Say, honey, I hear you. What toy you want? See it in your head. See mommy's pocketbook so full of money, she can get you 10 of them toys. Go over there and sit down. See yourself running around the store. Do you got your jeans on? You got your jeans and your blue jacket on? See all that. And guess what? Mommy will have a pocketbook full of money to get you the toy. It's called manifestation. But the cults... anyway. Whew. This manifested. Every kid that I have ever worked with, I have seen them as great successes. And they have. They have become great successes on their own. But when they couldn't see it for themselves, I saw nothing but success. When I do a program, I see success. I see myself doing it. Sometimes I can tell you what it smells like, the people, the feeling I get. Manifestation. Y'all better put that Book of the Dead down, because what y'all manifesting is, that's why y'all ass laying in that hospital. Okay, don't me. That's why your asses is laying up in the hospital, because that's what you have been manifesting. I want to go and live with a dead person. I want a dead person who probably never even existed to help me. Well, all they can do is help you die. If they ever exist. The difference with the ancestors is they wasn't existed before. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, Me? Never vote again. It has to be like a major progressive person that's getting ready to come through here and turn this stuff upside down. Honey, I ain't never gonna happen, so I ain't never gonna vote again. No! These European Africans want an orange faced German African. He said he ain't Ethiopian, but German African. Who puts on wigs, dyes his, excuse me, I want to say hair, but whatever that stuff is, blonde, and paints his face orange. That's what the European Africans want. And I say they should get it. What I want is a do not resuscitate. Because when the European Africans get their way, it's going to be fighting. They're fighting in Ukraine. European Africans fight all the time. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. They fight all the time. Y'all get mad at the little B-boys on the corner. These folks is out here putting people on the live hundreds of thousands at a time. And you trying to tell me a little B-boy on the corner shooting another little B-boy is the horriblest thing? These junkyard Joes going, and I call them that because they're chasing down anything brown and black. And it's because they hate the African, the brown and black in them. And in their sick mind, that's why that's not really a good match of blood. In their sick minds, they think that's why they were hanging us. Not because we did anything. That you black, you black. I ain't black, I'm a unicorn. I'm going to go and hang that N-word and prove ain't no African in me. That's what all this shit has been about all these fucking years. And they're going to keep doing it because it's in their blood system. They're European Africans running around doing all kind of destruction and shit like that. But what they look back and say, no, we ain't doing no destruction. Look at the African people. Did I do one? Yeah. Look at the African people. Look at the black people. Look at the Negroes. Don't look at us, European African. We just sending people out to bomb innocent people, to atomic bomb innocent people. Maybe I can get 10 in, right? This is evening. Let me add an extra 5. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. You know, they trying to look at the most horriblest thing. Gang shooting up a bar. One kid, his parents buying him a gun and he going up and shooting the school. But the most horriblest thing is the dude that shot up the bar in the black neighborhood. How the hell is that possible? Why? Because these European Africans are never going to show their true selves. They're horrible. Not all of them. The ones who say, yeah, I know I'm African, from the Black Lives Matter march, they was like, yeah, I know I'm African. in me. I got African kids. I probably got African grandkids somewhere. So no, I ain't going for this shit. But then there's that other kind of saying, we gonna act like we ain't got no African in us. So we gonna hate all Africans. Let's do 5. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. So, the killing of Disco was a war between the German Ethiopians and the German Africans. And the German Africans, straight from Germany, was trying to break into the German Ethiopians' recording business. And they wasn't having it. Since they owned all the studios, all the record companies, all the manufacturing companies that made the vinyls and the tapes and everything else, the German Ethiopians just shut shit down. And that's why you people, young people, you fight for TikTok. They want it gone so they can have that kind of control. Y'all fight for y'all internet. I have a DNR. Y'all may have to get a DNR, put on your big boy panties, and go out there and catch a few. I know I'm ready to. Anyway, well, because it's never going to change. Forever. They're not going to think about, they lied about going to space, so there you go. They don't have the mentality. Now, that's someone else's ingenious stuff that's getting into space. It has to be from someplace else, because all they're worried about is, So love yourself. Manifest yourself. Start seeing yourself bigger and outside of the situations you are. And don't worry about these European Africans, these German Ethiopians, German Africans, Russian Africans, Ukrainian Africans. They finna be dealt with. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk. Oh.